Good morning, students. Today I will explain the first lesson of EVS, that is, who will do this. In this chapter, we are going to learn about our primary duties, good and bad habits, public properties, and hygiene. Hygiene is what we have to do to keep ourselves, our environment, our surroundings clean and fresh. So here we begin. There is a short story about brother, a brother and sister. So here we read, Meena and Chintu are brother, sister. They study in the same school. Chintu does not like to go to school. So both the brother and sister go to the same school, and here Meena enjoys going to school, but Chintu does not. He does not like to go to school. Meena goes to school regularly, while Chintu is irregular. Mummy wants to educate both the children, namely Meena and Chintu, as all parents want. Even Meena and Chintu's mother wants to educate both the children. Grandfather tells both of them a new story every day, as normal in our houses, how our grandparents tell us stories. The same way, Meena and Chintu's grandfather tells them a new story every day. Grandmother teaches them how to sing. Grandfather tells them story, and the grandmother teaches both the children how to sing. Chintu and Meena are dear to all in the school. They are friendly with all the students in the school. As they are friendly, they are liked by all the children in the school. Mom and dad are much worried about Chintu's studies. Why is mom and dad worried about Chintu's studies? Because he is very irregular to school. So they keep a close watch at their going to school regularly. So they both keep their eye on both the children, mostly on Chintu, whether they are going to school, whether he is going to school regularly or not. So based on this story, there are two questions which you just have to think and answer. What would Chintu dislike going to school? And what would Chintu dislike in the school? So accordingly, you have to answer. Now let's talk about some duties. What do you mean by a duty? It is a work that one should do. A work that every individual should do is a duty. And there are certain primary duties. Primary duties means that one should follow and do. So let's discuss and read about what is primary duties. We get many facilities where we reside or dwell. Reside or dwell means where we are staying, where we are living. We get many facilities around us. To preserve and maintain them is our moral duty. To preserve and maintain them means we need to take care of them so that we can use them for a longer period of time. We use water, and hence it is our duty to utilize it carefully. The one facility that we are getting is water. So water, we are supposed to use it properly, utilize it properly, use it carefully so that we can use it for many more years coming now. It is our duty to maintain the trees, streets, and our environment. It is our duty means we have to take care of our trees, the roads, the streets, and all the other facilities which are around us in our environment. It is our prime duty to utilize our amenities wisely and rationally. It is our duty to take care of all the facilities which are given to us, which is used by all of us. Use it, think and use properly, and use it properly, rationally. Now let's observe these pictures and decide which are good habits and which are bad. What do you see in the first picture? Now let's see these pictures, observe them, and decide which are good habits and bad. As we can see in the first picture, the boy has gone to the toilet in the open. So do you think this is right? No, this is not right. Why? Because he is polluting the environment and also his health, which is not good for our health. Same we can see in the second picture that the girl is using the toilet. So here she is trying to show her duty towards the nature by not going into the open, and secondly she is also trying to protect herself, and it's quite hygienic to use the toilet. Now these two pictures we can see the drainage system of the houses. In the first picture you can see that the drainage pipe is being removed into the surrounding, and there is all water going through and all accumulated, and that stagnant water, as we know, the mosquitoes multiply in such water, and as the mosquitoes multiply, there are many diseases which are spread. And in the next we see that the drainage pipe is fixed into the main pipe, into a one main gutter line, which is very hygienic, and all societies should have a drainage system so that we do not dirty our environment. Now in these pictures we see that one girl is throwing all the garbage of her house in the open area, on the street, on the road, while in the second picture we see that the girl is throwing all the garbage into the dustbin. What do you think, which is good? Right, the second picture. We all know that we should always throw all the garbage into the dustbin and not dirty all the area around us, because it is not only good for our health, it is not good for the health of others also. So always keep in mind to keep our environment clean. As we have all mentioned, teachers have been saying in classroom that don't dirty your area, because we all need to sit in a neat and clean and tidy classroom and places. So always try to throw all the garbage into the dustbin. Now depending on these pictures, you have to ask few questions to yourself and answer. Like, do you throw garbage in the dustbin? Do you use toilet? Do you wash your hands with soap before eating and after using the toilet? Do you release dirty water through drain, gutter, or safety tank? So you just think for yourself and you answer in yes or no. If all your answers are yes, then take it for granted that you are doing your duty and you're trying to maintain the environment around you. As we just discussed about certain primary duties like maintain the streets, uh, trees, the environment, you think for yourself about some other duties that you should follow, and you can mention them in these lines. For example, that if you go to a garden, what will you do? You will not pluck the flowers, you will not destroy any small plants which are growing there. So accordingly, what do you think that which other primary duties should be followed? You can mention them in these lines, and you can mention it in your rough books. Now let's talk about public property. Property, as we all know, that whatever we own, what is ours, we say it is my property. So now what is a public property? Let's discuss. There are many things in our village or street. Many things means many things we are using, which is provided by the government, by the municipality to us, and we are using them. They are our facilities. These are such facilities which are not owned by any individual but are used by everyone. These facilities that we can use, it is not given only for one person to use, it is used by all the people in the society. So we say that such facilities are called public facilities, properties and facilities, because we all are using. Now given below is a picture of such a public property which may also be found in your village. So now let's see the picture of this village. This picture shows many public properties like a garden, a temple, a mosque, there is a flag post, there are few benches and trees and river. So we can say that these are public properties. We all can use such properties. This flag post, during national festivals, all the people must be hoisting their flag. So we say that these are public properties. We all can use them, and it is our duty to look after and maintain this property. Don't depend on others. We can't say that no, the other will take care, why should I? Not like that. It is our duty. Now, seeing this picture of the village, which public properties can you see? And you have to mention here which are the public properties that we just discussed. So you can write any 4 public properties that you can see, and you have to mention any 4 places, any 4 public properties in your surroundings, any 4 places around your surroundings that are used by all the people. So you have to mention them. You can mention it in your rough book. This is just for your observation, that how you are observing these pictures. So you need to write your. Here you can see it is mentioned about hand washing day. Which day is celebrated? 15th October is celebrated as hand washing day. Dirty hands can cause many diseases, as we all know that we wash our hands before and after eating. So why do we wash them? We know that there are many dirt on our hand which is not seen. So we need to wash them out before eating. So this is the real way how you should wash your hands. As you can see in the picture, wash both your palm, put your fingers in between and wash your thumb, and clean them afterwards. So this is the real way how to wash your hands. As we all are aware of the latest disease, the corona, and you must be hearing the news that the government is making us aware that wash your hands properly. It is not only because if you want to stay away from corona, it is from any disease. If you want to stay away, you need to wash your hands properly in this way shown in the picture. What do we see in these pictures? What is good and bad? First picture shows that the woman is throwing all the garbage in the open area. The second picture shows she's throwing in the dustbin. The third picture shows that she's throwing in the open area all the garbage, and in the fourth picture it shows that the child is in the hospital and taken care by the doctor. So what do you think? How should we keep our environment to keep ourselves also healthy? So accordingly we need to answer few questions which are mentioned below. So observe the pictures, and accordingly what do you think, which is good and which is bad? We need to answer the questions are: what is good in both the pictures? What is wrong in both the pictures? Where do you dispose of the garbage of your house? What is the arrangement for the disposal of street garbage? Where do you release dirty water of your house? So accordingly you can answer observing the pictures, and accordingly to your surroundings, the place where you are living, what you think, you can answer them in your rough book. Here we can see 4 pictures. And you can see in the first picture there are 2 friends, Amit and Rahul. They are in an garden place where they have come to play, and they are talking to each other. And in the second place you can see that they might be playing, and suddenly Rahul has fallen. And fallen where? He has fallen on one plant which is just behind Amit. So, and then we see that Rahul is not bothered about that plant. But next, in the last picture, we see that both are nurturing the plant. Nurturing the plant means they are trying to plant it again so that it can grow into a huge tree. They are watering it and trying to plant the tree again into the soil. So what does it teach us? That we should always look after plants. We should water them and not destroy them even while playing. By mistake, if we do it, we are supposed to plant that small tree which is just growing in, so that it can grow into a huge plant or a huge tree. Now the pictures that we saw, according to that you have to answer. What do you see in the first picture? What is Amit doing? What did Rahul do after the plant had been uprooted? Uprooted means it had fallen down. When we saw in the second picture, he had fallen on the plant. What did he do? What should Rahul actually do? And this is just a question for yourself. What do you do to look after the garden? What have we been doing in school just before the holidays? We used to go and water the plants. Why? So that they grow. And water is needed by the plants more in summer. So we should water all the plants so that they grow. Now as you see in this picture, we see an open area where there is a house and there is a hand pump in the veranda. And next picture we see a boy is filling water from the hand pump. So accordingly, what we feel that what is right? Is it right? It is a public property and we all can go and fill water from a hand pump. And in the surroundings it is nice and clean in the first picture, so this shows that it is hygienic. The surroundings should be kept clean. How we keep our houses clean, in the same way we should keep our surroundings clean. Now here we can see that two women have come to fill water from the tap, a public tap where anyone can come and fill water. But what do you see? That both the women are busy talking, and the water from her pot, which is full, is being spilt onto the ground and it is being wasted, and she's not even aware of it, that the water in her pot is already filled. Now as she leaves, you see this another lady in the picture. She is still, the water is running out from the tap and she's still not put her pot to fill in. So this means that we are still wasting the water without any purpose. And we know that water is our life. We need water for each and every purpose. So we should always keep in mind that we should not waste water, because water once wasted, we cannot use that water again. Now observing these pictures, answer these questions. What do you observe in the first picture? What do you observe in the second picture? Which things do you consider proper in both the pictures? Why? List down the activities where the water is saved and wasted in the surrounding. In your surrounding, you see where water is being saved and where water is being wasted, and accordingly you write these answers. So this last question is something for you to think about. And now here we see few group of pictures and we have to decide for ourselves that in these pictures which act is beneficial to the environment and which act is harmful to the environment. So the first picture we see that the man is cutting down a tree. So is this beneficial to the environment? No, this is not beneficial to the environment, because trees are very important for us. They are home of many animals. The next picture, a vehicle is giving out a lot of smoke, and that same smoke the child is breathing in. Again, this is not beneficial to the environment. Why? Because the smoke is polluting the air, and that polluted air is breathed by the child, by us. So it is not beneficial both for the environment and for living things. Same way, crackers are being bursted during festivals. Crackers also give out too much noise. So this is also not beneficial to the environment, as there is noise pollution, and again it is polluting the air, and that same polluted air we have to breathe in. So it is again not beneficial to the environment and for living things. Here we can see a child is enjoying music but we also can see that she's put on her earphones. So here she is not disturbing anyone else, and she is enjoying herself. But here she is trying to harm her own health. How? If the volume is too high, she can harm her health. Um, the ears, the eardrums are affected with high volume. So it is recommended that whenever you listen to music, always listen to on a low volume. And in the next, we can see the man is bathing his buffalo in the river. The river water is also contaminated by the bathing of animals. This water is used by all for different purposes, for drinking, bathing, and such dirty water none of us would like to use. So both these acts actually are not beneficial to the environment. Here again we see the child enjoying in his house. He's dancing on a very high volume and enjoying himself. But at the same time, he's disturbing his family members. Now, if you have your grandparents at home, they get disturbed with such high volumes. So parents, grandparents are disturbed, and your neighbors also. So this is also very harmful to the environment. It's not beneficial act. So always listen and enjoy music at a very low. In this picture, we see that the boy is throwing all the garbage into the dustbin, and he's wisely telling us that we should also follow him, as this act is very beneficial to the environment, and he's trying to send this message through this picture. And then the next, we see that all the garbage is spread on the streets, on the roads, and which is not healthy for us, and which is not beneficial to the environment too. So when we see these pictures, we should try to learn certain acts, that from now onwards what I will do and what I will not. Here you can see a hand pump. It is a public property. Means many people come here to fill water, drinking water, underground water. And you can see there is all water accumulated around it. And we know that accumulated water is a house of many mosquitoes. Many mosquitoes multiply in this accumulated stagnant water. So this is not a beneficial act. We should keep in mind that the area around such hand pumps and public places where we can fill water, it should be clean and neat. So children, I hope you have understood this lesson, and according to the lesson I have prepared few hard words which I would like you to write in your notebooks neatly in neat handwriting, and write all your hard words 2 times more. So your hard words are irregular, educate, primary, facilities, maintain, amenities, wisely, rationally, garbage, individual, property, and license. And there are few question answers which I have prepared, which you write after you finish writing your hard words. So after writing, you write these. Your first question is, what is primary duty? As we had discussed in this video, the answer is the responsibility of an individual to preserve and maintain their surrounding is primary duty. It is our prime duty to utilize our amenities wisely and rationally. Question 2. Which other primary duties should be followed? The other primary duties to be followed are: do not cut trees, do not pluck flowers from the garden, do not scribble on the walls of your home, school, or any other public property. Third question. What is a public property? Any facility which is not owned by an individual but is used by everyone is a public property. Question 4. Which are the public properties? Some public properties are garden, temple, mosque, river. Question 5. Name some public properties in your surroundings. Some public properties in our surroundings are post office, police station, hospital, and bus stop. Question 6. When is Hand Washing Day celebrated? Hand Washing Day is celebrated on 15th October. So dear students, please write these hard words and question answers in your notebook. Start with the first lesson. Write the topic name and you do it neatly in your notebooks. And also start learning the question answers. I hope you have understood this lesson and hope to meet you soon. Thank you.